arms I picked up for the Integra, they are K-tuned left and right, and these are the spherical bushings that come with them. They kind of come disassembled. You got to put these in here, put the bolts through, and put these cross pieces on. Not a big deal. Downstar hardware I got to go on these and on the struts to match the wheels. Anodized red on both of these. And then I also got the bolts for the steering rack as well. So I'm going to go ahead and install these real quick, and then I'm going to move on to doing the brake lines. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and start on these brake lines right here. I think that I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 fittings down like this, because there's a harness right behind the firewall right here. So, but I also think that there's a body filler right here and right here. So I'm actually going to drill these from the back side. That way I can see exactly where the harness is. And then drill through here, and I'm going to put 4 bulkheads right here. These 2 lines will hook up to those 2 bulkheads right there. And then the other 2 will go down to these factory brake lines, which I'll strip back and put the compression fittings on those. So I'm going to go drill these from the inside real quick, see kind of where we end up out here. And then we'll get those fittings in there and get this stuff on there. Fittings installed in the firewall right here. They go from the master to the firewall, and then these 2 are going to be for the rear brake lines, which are right here. So I'm going to bring these up. I think they go, oh yeah, they come up through here like that. I just put the heater core in here just to make sure that the prop valve is going to fit, and it looks like it is going to fit without me cutting out that little box right there. So I'm going to go ahead and get it bolted down. And what I did was, let me pull this out so you can see.
Dropped everything.
But since this doesn't sit flat, completely flat, because of the bracket that's on the back right here, I set it on there like that. I'm using a factory K-series grommet. Something like that. Set this on top there, and then I can use those 2 bolts and this one right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get them marked, get them nut certed, and then bolted down, and then I'll start running my lines from the right here, the left, and then these 4 lines. And once that's all tightened up and to the prop valve, and that's all good to go. Alright guys, so before I mount this proportioning valve to the car, I got all the lines on real quick just to kind of see how they were going to route. I think I'm going to get rid of this plate right here so it gives me more space to mount this. If not, then these lines are going to get in the way of the gas pedal and stuff over there, so I don't really like how the lines are routed right there. So I think if I get rid of this piece right here, I can mount it kind of like at a 45 right there, and then that'll look a lot better. The two top ports right here are the master cylinder ports, and they go into the top and bottom of the proportioning valve right here. These two are the front left and front right brakes. So one over there, one over here to this fitting, and then these two that have this sharp turn are the rears, and those are the bottoms right there. For the rears, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one is the back of the master cylinder, front of the master cylinder, and then both rears. So those are the ones that go inside the car right there. So I'm going to try to get rid of that plate in there like I was talking about, and then get it all mounted up real quick, test with the heater core to make sure that's all going to work, and then get everything tied up and tightened. Alright guys, so I got this plate off. It looks like it's going to fit a lot better like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and mount it right here to the right. That way it pulls the lines this way away from the gas pedal and stuff. And then it gives this line a good amount of length to hook up to the fender well right there. So yeah, I'm going to get these nuts in the car real quick and then get it bolted down. And then I'll get everything tightened up. And then I'm going to move on to the subframe next. That way I can see if I can go through this spot right here with the shifter cables or not. If I can't, then I'll probably just end up going through the floor. There's already a hole right here for the O2 sensor plug to go through, so I'll probably just make that hole bigger and then run the cables through there. Alright guys, just got this thing 100% mounted. I used two factory grommets on these as spacers. It actually gives it some like some vibration dampening. This one's just bolted to the car. So 3 10mm bolts, 2 of those. Got it all bolted up. Got everything ran where it's supposed to go. So I'm just going to go ahead and zip tie these away from that pedal and kind of together, get them looking nice and neat. Get everything tightened up. And that's going to be it for the finishing lines brake line install. If you guys are looking to do this, it took me about, let's see, probably about 3 hours or so to get it all installed. And if you're doing an Integra, make sure you look inside the car to make sure you don't drill into that harness right there. So if you do the fittings just like I did right there, you won't have an issue with hitting that harness at all. And this one pretty much comes out in the perfect spot. And then, like I said, on the other side I had to trim out the plastic piece from the harness holder a little bit, but that was pretty much it. So yeah, I'm gonna get these all tidied up, get everything tightened here, mark everything so I know that it's tight. And also huge shout out to Josh from Finishing Lines. Very nice product that he sells. You can get this line whatever color you want. You can get the ferrule whatever color you want to match your build. So hit him up at www.finishinglines.com and he can get you set up. Alright, Haciel brake line tuck 100% done. Check it out. That's all done. Everything on the inside you can see from over here. And that's what she looks like all finished up. Looks good, huh?
That's wonderful.
Yep. So that's all finished up. You cross that off the list. I got a windshield list. Let's see, where's that at? Alright there, install brake line tuck kit. Another thing off the list. Cool. Alright, let's start on the next thing.